I'm back at it again. Right where I left you. The thing I always do, I get myself in trouble, because I'm like, I'm gonna stream, and then I stop streaming, and I go home, and I finish the kit, and then the only thing I've ever streamed is like a couple arms, or like a torso or something. So I'm breaking that cycle, and I'm gonna build more on stream, mostly because I really want to get these wing binders done. That's really all that's keeping me honest here. Yesterday, I was like, I should put the chat on the stream, because I was half talking to YouTube, half talking to Twitch, so each one thought that I was just talking to no one. So that's why this very rudimentary chat window with no special background or no anything is here, so everyone can see what everyone else is saying. Other than that, I'll be building this model. Also, the music's different now. Music yesterday was Prism. Today I'm back to my old ways with Thrill Chaser. Also instrumental. This is back when ambient electronic came out and you were like, yeah, this was made by a computer, but I know people composed it. And you didn't have to think more about it. Were it so easy. You were here? You were here 20 minutes ago? Well, that means that you have this. You have this now, so you can enjoy and build along. You better be building the weapons and accessories first, though, or you're gonna regret it. And yes, already. I was itching to get back to this, because it's so cool. Also added a new sticker to my cutting mat because I was feeling like it needed some more material. It's my 2B pencil. That joke, I don't think that anyone's... I think that like the 2B pencil joke is not going to work anymore in like 2 years. Can't remember the last time I used a pencil. I'm gonna hold this piece up to the camera because it is wild the level of detail on here. You build the... there we go. Come on. Whew. Compare that to any piece on the PG Wing Zero. It's really funny when people get ideas in their head about what exactly the grades mean. So people are like, perfect grade, those are the best, right? It's like, well, 90% of the time, very no, they're not. I guess the unicorn also. The two perfect grades I would say are definitively the best version of their mobile suit are the Exia and the unicorn. I still think the Exia might, like, everyone says that every model kit that comes out is just the new best model kit because Bandai's engineering continues to be so good, but I still really think the PG Exia is like the best model kit I've ever built. Highly recommend if you haven't had a chance to do that yet, to check it out. You like Gundams that are made of plastic? I guess we all do. I guess that's why we're all here. Welcome to the team. Person who likes Gundams who are made of plastic. I'm glad you could join us. Finally getting to cut into that Fisher-Price color plastic. Another thing that is always interesting to me about injection mold kits is when, like this definitely has a purpose that I am not engineeringly inclined enough to understand, but like these little tabs that aren't attached to a runner but are obviously used as an injection point, Like, that's so interesting to me how they need to do that sometimes. 12 hours is a very short amount of time to build any perfect grade. Real grades take me 12 hours. Some people build real fast, and I'm very impressed with it. Obviously, like, I'm streaming and talking and, like, reading and replying and stuff, but, like, in 3 hours yesterday, I finished this and this. I'm not a fast builder. My favorite part of real grades is going through them and remembering, like, oh, this was a sticker on an older kit, or like, yeah, I'm used to this being a sticker, but now it's color separated. So cool. Experiencing the evolution in real time. Well, for most kits, when you're, like, if you have symmetrical parts of the body, I guess that's the way you're supposed to do it. Cut it all out at once. Sorry, my brain just short-circuited there because I was looking at the manual and I had to do something twice, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm used to doing everything twice. Honestly, this is crazy. The inside of those binders are going to take so much shorter than the outside. There's so much mechanical detail there. Like, this is all the parts. Like, that's all the parts for the outside of the binders now. Compared to, like... Oh, remember this? Remember the coolest thing they ever did? This is as cool as the Master Grade Toggy's thruster. Can I send a video in chat? This is a... I'm just gonna drop a link in chat because we spent a good portion of our Friday working on a video that answers exactly that question. So please forgive me if this starts audio playing and you hear me twice, possibly loudly. You got it. Okay. So the short answer is that in fiction, there is no difference between this and the one with the feathers. It's just because Hajime Katoki redesigned all of the original wingsuits and just completely redesigned them, and those are the ones that showed up in Endless Waltz. So, like, the second half of the Gundam Wing TV show are the exact same mobile suits in fiction. There's no upgrade, there's no nothing. They just change the way they look. So technically, this is the same robot as the one with the feathers that Hero's piloting. But they did do some retconning with a manga that came out in 2009, I think, where they actually give it a reason. Where, like, the Tallgeese Flugel had wings, and then it got damaged, and they used the parts from the Tallgeese to upgrade the Wing Zero, and that made it so that Proto Zero and Wing Zero EW with the Angel Wings are actually different mobile suits. So, that is why they appeared differently in 1995. Was just art. That's it. And then Bandai was like, well, we can't really sit on that forever. Let's come up with a reason so that we have an excuse to keep selling it, and it won't just be like, yeah, art. That's one of my favorite things. It's just so silly. Because there was also, like, an unofficial fan manga that was called it was like, it wasn't unofficial, it was published. My wife has it. It's called Ground Zero, and Duo's like, hey, why the upgrade? And Hero's just like, I just wanted to. And the other pilots are like, you can't just, like, upgrade your Gundam like it's a sports car. And he's like, well, I did. And, like, that's it. So for a little while, that was like the printed reason why it was different, but they had to make it a little bit more serious than that. Yeah, it's all very dramatic in Glory of Losers. Like, you know, the Tallgeese gets destroyed, and like Zex is like, "Oh, I love you, Tallgeese. Like, your soul will live on. Don't worry. Like, I'm gonna put your wings on the Wing Zero, and the soul of the Tallgeese is in that mobile suit. And Hero Yui's the only one I can entrust it to." And they're such bros about it, because that's when Hero's in the Epion and they fight each other. But then they're like, "Wait, we shouldn't be fighting. We're bros." Gundam Wing is such a melodrama. It's so funny. That's what anyone who's like, Gundam Wing is like, people say Gundam Wing is peak. True. That doesn't necessarily mean it is like a well-told, coherent story. It's very fun though. My favorite thing that came from that video that I posted is people on Facebook won. They got so mad that I used the word robot instead of mech to start, which is funny because you can use them interchangeably. Like, Gundams have artificial intelligence in them. They have an autopilot system. Like, they could technically be robots, but they're not. So, you know, robot, mech, whatever. But one person called it, instead of the Glory of the Losers, they called it War of the Losers. Which is what I'm gonna call that manga, War of the Losers, for the rest of my life. Just a bunch of losers and mechs brawling. Why does this have to be undergated? Some pieces that are undergated, I'm like, you didn't need to do all that. Also, thank you for saying the video explained it very well. I appreciate that. We put a silly amount of time into something that was 2 minutes long, that was not Halloween appropriate, but we really wanted to post it on Halloween. The one thing we do here is we research things that we care about, and we have a lot of fun with it. So I hope that you guys appreciate it.
Research? I just make stuff up.
No, you don't. Get out of here. Just today we were researching the etymology of the name of an 18+ statue that we thought was a machine translation error, but was actually a portmanteau. And now there's a little Easter egg on that listing too. Like, we like to make our hobbies, like, we know these are our hobbies, they're your hobbies. Everyone wants to have fun with their hobbies. We try and translate that in everything we do. So thanks for coming along for the ride.
You know what else is a ride?
What?
The Nikkei event.
Oh. He's back here talking about Nikkei because he's so distraught about the Nikkei event. Oh, having a hard time getting through Double Zeta is something that trips people up.
Yes.
When they're like, Gundam and Zeta, wow, and then Double Zeta's like, here's Goofy.
Yeah,
like,
it's some Scooby-Doo bullshit.
Yeah.
But if you stick through it, the payoff is so good.
That's true.
Especially because, like...
No spoilers.
A lot of people won't admit this, but Gundam Unicorn is just Double Zeta fanfiction.
Oh, okay.
If you really think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Really good Double Zeta fanfiction.
Yeah. So, in order to appreciate the seriousness of Gundam Unicorn, you have to watch Double Zeta, or else you won't get it.
Am I gonna get burned at the stake for this?
No, I don't think so.
Good.
I think you're fine. If you manage to get burnt at the stake for saying something in a stream with 5 people watching currently, I think that you've made a terrible misstep.
All right, time to talk about political opinions.
No.
I think Xeon.
Oh yeah. Let's get some Char PFPs and Xeon flags in the background going on, right? That's what we need in this stream.
Had a good
Thank you,
start,
sir.
but the zombies
I
ruined
will
everything.
I will stick to my whatever this is. Who put Haro on the skateboard?
You didn't do that?
I didn't do that.
Why is that Haro Whitebeard from One Piece?
I don't know, but I got it for 600 yen in Japan.
Sick.
Shouldn't you be working? You're just standing there.
I am working. I'm trying to pose the full mechanics.
Yeah, and shouldn't I be working?
Full mechanics SD aerial.
The MGSD aerial is much better than the full mechanics.
Oh, so much. Oh my god.
Which is like kind of unfortunate because if you like the real dimensions, too bad.
Wow, this just makes me look forward to when we get MG aerial in
17
5
years.
years.
I'm not really sure how I feel about the MGSD Destiny.
I like the Destiny, but I know that if that manual doesn't start with you doing the backpack first, I'll riot.
Yeah, I mean, like,
The backpack is a lot.
This manual doesn't start with doing the backpack first.
But if you think about like just how much relies on the backpack of the Destiny, with the Wings of Light, and then
okay, William Carlos Williams.
everything.
So much depends upon the
So
backpack
much
of the
depends
Destiny,
upon- I don't get that.
filled with rainwater beside the white chickens.
What?
That's an English major joke for everyone out there.
Oh my god.
It's the red wheelbarrow reference. Bet you never thought there'd be a red wheelbarrow reference in 2025 while building the RG Wing Zero Custom, talking about why the... Sorry, it's
man.
Wing Zero, not Wing Zero
The
Custom.
Cask of Amontillado Gundam box references are... That's my limit.
Okay. So, here's a question. Explain the hours expected for getting into Gundam.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
loaded question, because one, a lot of people would say 0 hours, because a lot of people are like, I looked at this model kit and thought it was cool, and I started watching that series. Cool. So, like, if you're like, I'm just gonna watch 8th MS Team because I got an 8th MS Team model kit, that's it. You're into Gundam because you're watching that series because you picked up the mod. But if you're, like, actually trying to understand the lore of it and, like, get the most out of that, people are going to argue over watch orders until the sun engulfs the earth. It's just like when people talk, oh, do you watch Star Wars chronologically of release or chronologically in the timeline or whatever.
Yeah.
And basically, you pick what you think you like and then watch it.
We have one simple solution for the convolutedness of the timelines and such. Get yourself a PlayStation 3 and play Dynasty Warriors Gundam.
Oh yeah, Dynasty Warriors Gundam is a good gateway into the Gundam universe because then you're like, all these people are being ridiculous and screaming and I'm just button mashing combos to clear thousands and thousands of enemies per level. And then when you're like, I kind of like this one, you can go watch their show.
Yeah.
Easy.
That or just Build Fighters it.
But I feel like you don't really, like, do not watch the Build Fighters dub.
No,
Do not,
never ever.
under any and I'm not
It's hard to find for a reason.
I'm not one of those subtitle purists who's like, the English voice actors never get it right. I love a good dub. The Dan to Dan dub is like the best thing I've ever watched. Do not watch the Build Fighters dub.
So bad.
It is mortifying. Like, the worst dub I've ever watched.
Good lord.
But anyway, I would just say if you're like, I really like Universal Century, you should probably start with Mobile Suit Gundam because then you're getting the base for everything that comes after it. And then you can kind of like, the world is your oyster after that. If you're like, I don't really like the 80s and crazy transforming robots and like space melodrama, I don't know why you're watching Gundam. But also like, then you can kind of be like, maybe I'll do, you know, one of the OVAs. You can watch War in the Pocket. Like, War in the Pocket 0080 is fantastic.
Yeah.
6 episodes.
Thunderbolt. Like
Thunderbolt.
An hour and change.
Yep.
Easy.
Yeah, so like you can, and then if you're like, oh, I really like the seed designs, you could like give that a shot. It's not connected to anything. There's
It's
like
a retelling of the original Gundam with more.
right. So you're kind of like, you just, if you decide to watch a 50 episode show to get into it, obviously you're gonna, you know, be spending more time. But you can just do whatever you want. I think that if you're like, I like Gundam models and I want to watch a Gundam but not spend a lot of time on it, watch 0080. I think that's a really good introduction into like the tone.
Like War in the Pocket?
Yes.
Specifically, yes.
That is like the tone, the art direction, like the story beats. Like, it's a really, really good story. And it's 6 episodes.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget, like I'll think about 0080, I'll be like, huh, that first episode was kind of slow. It's mostly like set up with like just Alfred and such. And then I remember, wait a second, there's that whole opening scene with the high gogs and the cold district.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
oh my god.
the whole the base attack is like crazy. It just comes out of the gate with the high gog. It's the coolest thing.
Was in an OVA for not even 5 minutes, and there is so much like merchandise of it.
That is kind of the 0080 thing. Like, you look at the camphor, that thing is in half an episode.
Yeah, I think less screen time technically than the Igog.
Yeah,
maybe.
and like the GM Sniper 2 is in like,
like
one
5
scene.
frames.
Yeah, and that's like a beloved mobile suit.
No, the Gym Sniper 2 is. I feel like it got a lot more popular because of like video games.
You mean Gundam Side Story 0079 Rise from the Ashes for the Dreamcast Entertainment System? Yeah, it was also probably in Gundam Crossfire. We don't talk about that. That game was a travesty.
Is a game. Like
barely.
I remember seeing like, you know the old the Zaku Sniper 1 high grade.
Yeah.
And there were like screenshots on the side of that and like the Gym Striker, and you're like, oh wow, a video game with these suits in it. I wonder how good it is.
Not.
Nope.
That thing, the frame rate on that game, I think reached 7 occasionally.
The only game
frames per minute
I'll forgive with a frame rate that low is Phantom Crash for the Xbox.
Yeah. There was a lot more That's the thing. When you look at Phantom Crash, like, there's a lot more going on in that game. Yeah, because
there's like 10 mechs on site at any given time.
Yeah,
it's music and everything.
It's a customizable arena brawler for the original Xbox, and like just the amount of particle effects in it. But like, Crossfire was the environments were Dreamcast environments. They were just desolate and nothing was in them. You fought like one mobile suit a mission, and the game couldn't even keep up. I won't be playing that on our Mecha Game streaming times. Sorry, folks. Because I do not know where I could get a PlayStation 3. I could expense that out, right? I could just have 17 consoles sitting here.
The PS4 was backwards compatible with PS3, right?
Yeah, but did they make it all PS3, or was it like Xbox 360 where you need to change them?
I think it's all PS3 games. I think. Don't quote me on that. I can bring my PS4. I have a PS4 at home.
Hello, Corel. Greetings.
Corel, answer this for us. Does the PS4 is backwards compatible to PS3?
Only with regards to Crossfire. That's all I care about. I know that some games are backwards compatible, but I don't know if, because like the weird thing is the Xbox 360 is backwards compatible for some games and the Xbox One isn't, and the 360 is like also has a limited catalog where you can like I couldn't play NBA Ballers on the Xbox 360. That's a joke.
The 360 also could not play Phantom Crash.
No, it can.
It can?
It can. I did that.
Okay, I had a messed up 360 then.
Yeah, or also they were rolling out patches for backwards compatibility,
okay,
so it's possible that
it was early on in a lifetime, so might not
you're fine. You can play Phantom Crash, don't worry. I wouldn't have tricked you by bringing this in if you couldn't play it. Maybe NBA Ballers should be one of the mech games I play.
NBA Ballers the one with the big heads?
No. No. It's the street one where you can do pass to self off the backboard and like pass to the crowd, stuff like that.
Oh my god.
Some digital game is made to run on PS4, but Crossfire is not backwards compatible with PS3. Ooh. What is...
Oh, we should try getting a copy of and playing?
What?
The one From Software Gundam game, Gundam Unicorn. Apparently
that was FromSoft?
That was FromSoft. Apparently it was really good.
Why do they do these things?
I don't know. Bandai's weird.
Why do they do these things? Lauren, I know that the Angel doesn't have SKUs. There was no SKU for it. Or actually, just add the SKUs. It's fine. I don't know if she's watching. She threatened to come onto the stream and tell me about this, but I don't know if I believe her. Oh. I wasn't paying attention. This is the second. I can't build and talk at the same time. This is the third time in 2 streams that I've had to break out the part separator because I put something on backwards. Boo me. Gonna lose my privileges.
Lose
There's a
you got license for that.
Homestar reference. First, I referenced William Carlos Williams. Now I reference Homestar Runner. Those are both very literarily important.
Would you classify Homestar Runner on the level of what literary work would you classify it just as important as?
Culturally? I mean, like, it might be more important than, like, I think it's more important than House of Leaves. I'm gonna say that.
Wow.
Yeah, Homestar Runner is more culturally significant than House of Leaves.
Okay.
I don't think it's as culturally significant as the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
Yeah, I think
that'd be reaching.
Right. I think that it's like, because it's niche, but it's mainstream, and it has, you know, the jokes about it reach far and wide. So I think that that's a pretty good comparison. I'm sticking with that.
No, we're not done yet.
What do you mean I'm not done? You were on the stream yesterday. If you were on the stream yesterday, you saw that I spent 3 hours on this. Yeah, I'm not done.
We have a warehouse to run.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, Apex Legends to play.
Yeah, even though I only played an hour last night, but
well, that
wasn't my fault. But yeah, if I were an influencer, I would be streaming all day, but I'm not. I am someone who moonlights as an influencer in between shifts.
Can we even call them shifts, really?
They never end.
They really don't.
It'll be like 11:30 local, and I'll get a text from a supplier that's like, "Hey Nick, this is available. What's going on? Like, how many do you need?" And I'm like, "Oh, let me fire up the website in between games."
Or like a hobby show will be happening, and like all these releases will be going up, and we'll have to do like damage control, being like, "This isn't going up yet."
Yeah. Come into work tomorrow with 13 emails. When are you gonna have the pre-order for the Stray from Gundam Seed Freedom?
It isn't even colored yet.
Yeah, we'll get it eventually, guys. These pieces, you're just watching. This is just the Nick Disassembles Things show right now. These pieces go together very well and very. There we go. Very on purposefully. See, here, I'll show you what I did wrong. See where it says long Largo and short Corto? I did Corto and Largo were reversed. So I needed to undo those. And
Corto, isn't that guy from Dishonored?
I didn't play Dishonored, so
you
that
didn't? Oh
no,
my God,
sorry.
you love that game.
I probably would. Okay, so I'm reversing Corto and Largo, and then we're moving on with our lives, and you don't have to. I won't do it again. I promise. I promise. That was a big waste of time. Seed best. I'm sorry, I didn't see this one before. Seed best all around. That's a take. You're gonna catch some flack on
some regions,
r/gunpluff for that
some
one.
Some countries of the world, yes, but that's also like, I feel like it's also what is the term? Confirmation bias, recency bias.
Might be recency bias.
Of just like how much a show was aired in certain areas, because like in East Asia, Seed was like the heaviest thing. If you go to any like karaoke place in New York City, they're probably showing Seed or Seed Destiny reruns in between songs.
That's pretty crazy.
But then like you go over to America and it's like Wing G Gundam.
Yeah,
you know, it's hard to get a consensus.
Yeah. Also, like, the Seed suffers from it has that like, I don't even, it's like the character design is very polarizing. Like, it's such a specific character design philosophy that they use that like people are either gonna love it or they hate it. And also it suffers from like the same thing Wing does, where like how many times are you gonna show Heavy Arms shooting his Gatling gun in that exact same way? How many Leos are gonna be walking towards the screen with explosions behind them?
That's like every anime before the digital era.
Right.
You don't really see that much anymore.
Seed gets a lot of beam spam.
Yeah. Or just like 5-second clips of the suits going from deactive to active colors.
Yes.
Or the Aegis transforming.
Oh.
My God,
The Aegis transforming could feed generations. So I think like I could understand why someone would feel that way, but I also understand why there's a lot of people who are like, wait a minute.
everyone's got a different favorite.
Um,
Oh, that guy on Twitter who like recently watched literally every single Gundam and then moved on to like Macross. He genuinely watched every single piece of Gundam media, and it's all because he saw a picture of Shiko Sugai on the timeline like 6 months ago.
that is crazy. That woman was in one episode of the show that
he was
of
like,
the
oh,
fan fiction
let me
show.
watch G-Quux. Oh, I need an understanding of other Gundams to watch G-Quux. Let me start from the beginning and just like plowed through everything there was available.
That's wild.
And
I can't imagine.
He capped out at G Savior, and I was like, wow, what a
Actually did G
what a victory
Savior.
lap.
That's wow.
Igloo, like the whole 9 yards. Watched everything.
I haven't even watched Igloo.
I love Igloo.
That's one of those old CG ones, right? Too?
It is.
Yeah.
And it focuses more on like the engineering aspect of the Gundams, which is really
Well, that's cool.
But like, I don't know. Once it gets past the Zuda arc, it's kind of like, well, I don't care much anymore. They do slap a Zagok into like an atmospheric rocket, and just have it be like a mini dendrobium in the sky.
That's pretty cool. Now, Corella's asking if we want a PS3.
Won't say no.
Yeah, won't say no, but also don't sacrifice your PS3 for our nonsense.
Yeah, please don't.
Also, I don't know if like I can't like turn the camera around and show you, but the space for consoles on here, I'm gonna need to make a little table.
We need like a shelf on the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to drill into this wall.
Beyond the building.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we just know how the owner feels about changes that affect the aesthetics of the wall.
This has to be like a meeting room at some point.
Never. This is my streaming room, and it's where games get played.
Where I take 4 naps.
Yeah, right. Looking to build an MG wing. Do you recommend the Ka or EW version? Let's talk about aesthetics. And also, so budget is also a huge factor, because if you buy the MG wing EW version, I believe that is like $44.
Something like that.
If you buy the MG Wing Zero custom with the wings Verka, that is like $74. So it's significantly more. Obviously, it's newer and there's like way better engineering. It doesn't have like a. Does it have a transformation gimmick? If it did, I'd put it out of my head.
They both do have transformation gimmicks, as far as I'm aware. I keep forgetting if the Verka comes with a stand or not.
I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. No, it does. I don't think it does. But my personal opinion is that of the Wing Gundam Master Grades, I think the TV version, far and away the best one. It's the most solid. It has the best features. I think it's like the posability is great. It has like gunmetal injection on the inner frame. Like, it is such a cool model kit. If you are okay with that design, I would recommend that. But if you're talking about just between like the EW Master Grade with the the pointy wings from Glory of the Losers and the Verka, they're the exact same kit. Like the MG Wing Verka and the MG Wing EW are the same model. The Verka just comes with different markings. That's totally your call. Pick which one you like. Looks better. The Verka is also in like an eggshell kind of white. Like, it's a little bit like the
All
EW.
right, Patrick Bateman.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that like the one is white and the other is like slightly off white, noticeably so. I just thought it was weird when I looked at that and I was like, what? Why did they do that?
I really want us to recreate the business card
The
scene.
business card scene with Wing EW and Wing Verka. We could do it.
No, all of the Wing Master Grades.
Oh wow. Maybe that's the next video that we make that makes everyone mad. Only on Facebook though. Every other social media platform was extremely gracious. Like, wow, this is fun. This is great information. And then Facebook was like, actually, and then just got mad. So
They
I think
probably looked
Facebook's
at, like the AI summary of the video.
That's
and
true.
had it like leave out everything.
I think that Facebook has lost their privileges. We were looking yesterday. I sent Jeremy a script for the MGSD aerial video because I built it, and so he was putting together the video. He saw the script, and the AI summary of the script went through, and it was like in summary the builder praises the I forget. Like,
I have it up right now. Here.
but it literally contradicted what I said. It was like um
Concluded that the kit um
concluded that the kit. Come on.
is a solid purchase if the user likes the design aesthetic.
Oh, I thought that it said that I liked the design aesthetic. I thought it said the builder concluded that he liked the design aesthetic, and I specifically said the only thing I didn't like about the kit was the design aesthetic. I was like, oh, thank you, Google. Because that is such a good kit, but I do not like the design aesthetic. And then Google was just like, he loves the design aesthetic. Extremely loud and correct buzzer. The one without angel wings. Yeah. Okay. So the one without angel wings, go with what I said about the choose between cartoon white and eggshell white. Eggshell white is Verka. I think it also has that really cool the Verka comes with dry transfers. And that has the like cool big zero system marking dry transfer. I'm really excited to finish this binder. So cool.
That's still just the first one.
Yes. I am the biggest doofus. I can cut out. How did I cut out these things? They're the most important things.
You didn't cut out the second part?
I didn't cut out the actual the actual outer white part. I was like, where's the other
You're
one?
probably just thinking about like building it.
No, I was probably thinking about like Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire. Nah, I never think about that. I remember, because when you're young, the reason the console wars exist is because when you're younger, like many of us, your parents can only afford to buy you one game system. You get one game system, and so when they pick, you are fiercely loyal to that game system. And so I was a little behind everything, but during the PlayStation Xbox console wars, I was like PlayStation 2 and Xbox, I was fiercely loyal to the Dreamcast because my parents did so much research and bought the Dreamcast and like really committed, like got all the games, and then like a month later Dreamcast was like, well, we're never making games again, sorry everyone, Dreamcast is a dead system. And my dad was devastated, and so he wrote a letter in the days of writing letters to Sega about like, this is heartbreaking, like we really love your system, like my kids love the games, like we're devastated to know that you're not going to be continuing this business, we wish you the best, just basically like a letter of appreciation, but also like I'm very sad that this is going on. And I don't know who it was, but someone at the company replied with an actual typed out letter and a box of 10 free games.
Nice.
And was like, thank you so much for your support, like we didn't take this decision lightly, like the fans, without you we wouldn't have been able to make it this far, thank you so much, please enjoy these games as like a token of our appreciation. And one of them was Gundam Side Story Rise from the Ashes. So like I got that game from Dreamcast and I played it and I was like, this is the greatest thing that I've ever, this game is incredible, the voice acting, like the cockpit movement, like you can get in beam saber fights, it was so cool. And so that was my exposure to Gundam games. And then I saw everyone talking about Crossfire and the PlayStation 3 and or Journey to Jabro on the PlayStation 2, and I was just like going to the mat for like, this isn't as good, like this isn't as good a game as Gundam Side Story, get out of here, like look, these graphics aren't as good. I was just like going to war for Gundam Side Story in the console wars because we picked Dreamcast and lost, but also because I do genuinely believe like Gundam Side Story Rise from the Ashes has the most heart put into it of like any early Gundam game. The localization is so good. The voice acting is surprisingly good for a game of that era. Like even though it's a little cartoony at times with Mike and his love interest on the radio, like, but there was so much personality in that game, and the music was so good. They really did a number on that. And then Crossfire was just like merchandising tie-in, and it just didn't perform well, and it was heartbreaking that was the next step, and it's heartbreaking that Dreamcast was gone. So the moral of the story is, thank you Dreamcast, fantastic game, and thank you for the box of free games. And if you haven't played Gundam Side Story Rise from the Ashes 0079, you owe it to yourself too. You can literally finish it in 45 minutes. I think that's what I'm gonna do one time. I'm gonna do a speed run on here for how fast can I beat Gundam Side Story on hard mode with Saber Guard set to manual. And the thing with that game is, if you give your squad mates rocket launchers, you will die forever. Because they go running around and they're like, gee, I wonder where the enemies are. And if you get into a close range fight with them, they're just hammering you with rockets from behind. Like you're just trying to fight this Zaku, and Fang 2 and Fang 3 are just absolutely wrecking your shit from 100 miles away with a cannon. You can't give them the GM cannon or you will lose. That AI was really something. That was a great game. I'm going to play that game tonight. No, I'm not. I have hockey. Oh, that is smart. I still want to do that joke with, like, Gundam's a great hobby. You can take it anywhere. Like, cut to me building on top of the net in between plays. Man, I usually don't panel line real grades. I might panel line these wing binders. By that I mean I might make Jeremy panel line the wing binders.
I'm going to kill you.
I think that you should panel line. See. What is that?
I decided to open one of those snail shell figures.
Why did you have a giant arm? Is that the Fellow Moon figure?
Yeah.
I should give that to Wing Zero when it's built.
Oh!
This is the greatest. Look at this. This is the greatest peripheral that has ever come with a figure. Just put this.
It's supposed to come out of her little, like, luggage.
I don't wanna unpose anything that's behind me, but just like putting this on a high grade. I love this. Bonk. And now I miss Dreamcast. Power Stone. Project Justice. Not Rival Schools.
I love Rivals.
I love Project Justice. That was another game that Dreamcast sent us.
Really?
They sent me some absolute ragers. Like that was an insane box of games they sent.
They curated like your entire life for you.
I know. They also sent Disney's Magic Kingdom Racing. I don't know if there are any Donkey watchers here, but he recently did all of his like stupid kart racing series. When he showed Bruno Big's Big City Racing, I was like, it's Magic Kingdom Racing. I played that.
Is it safe to say the Dreamcast changed the trajectory of your life?
Yes. So, Corell is asking, have we played the Sega Saturn Gundam Side Stories? Aren't those the Blue Destiny?
Yes.
Yeah, Jeremy has played those.
I have the right here.
Do you have them? Do you actually?
I had Volume 1 with me. It might be at home with the rest of my game collection. But yes, I have played them all. They're good. I tried emulating them.
Oh,
So much goes wrong emulating this. It might just be my settings, but oh man, it's rough.
I mean, on his magical game machine that he brings to Bronx Brewery, it probably has it, honestly.
Oh boy. Don't do this to me. I can't get like stunlocked by the Ifrit because it's a scripted event again. It's heartbreaking.
Oh no. This is so cool. The best Gundam game exists on the PSP. I would like to know which one that is.
Oh man, there's a couple of really good ones on the PSP.
Did they ever put Battle Assault on the PSP, or is that only PlayStation?
I think that might have been only PlayStation. There was a really good port of a PS2 game on the PSP. It's the Gundam Seed, like, Federation versus Zaft game, because it plays through the entire like Seed story, but you start off with literally like a mobile Jin, and you can go through the missions, upgrade it, and then it literally has a design tree where, like, if you upgrade that Jin enough, you can somehow, like, grind those first couple missions, and suddenly you have, like, the Aegis Gundam. And you're just playing through the story in the Aegis.
That's cool.
Yeah. And, it plays off of the same system as the Gundam Versus game, so it's all the same movesets and such.
So is it like an arena fighter?
An arena fighter, like, enemies will come in waves, and you just have to take them all out.
Okay.
And it's just that going through the actual scene story. It's pretty fun.
That's cool.
Japanese only, of course.
Well, yeah. Remember how there was also Dynasty Warriors Gundam 4, but
I don't believe 4 exists.
No, it does.
3 is where it ended.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's true. That was PSN only, wasn't it? That was it, yeah. I thought it was.
Sure,
yeah. I think it was only Japanese PSN only.
Yeah, it's like the equivalent of a direct-to-video.
Yeah.
Release.
I still have back when I was frequenting GameStop, they were getting rid of old marketing, and I was like, "Can I have that giant Xbox 360 Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3 box, please?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure, kid." So I have that.
You still have it?
Yeah, I have that. I also have the Ghost. I have the Ghost Recon Future Soldier standee. I also have Commander Shepard Mass Effect 3. That is my prized possession. I should bring all those here to hang out with Captain Jack Sparrow and Legolas, scaring people as they come out of the bathroom.
I think one day we should expense a official
No, we need to expense a Star Wars Battle Pod and a Musica cab.
Let's just steal the one from Flushing.
Okay. Oh, it was called Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn.
Ugh.
I forgot it was called Reborn. Not to be confused with Reborn's Gundam or the Reborn 100 line, which is re-dead now. Why isn't... Do you think they'll do Reborn Reborn 100?
I want to hear about
The
Re-45 auto pistol.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about a unless it's going back in the light bin. What am I gonna
The difference between 72 bullets and 54 is staggering.
Yes.
That's the only reason I don't pick it up anymore. It still fires fine. I just don't have as much ammo.
I eliminate that problem by using Sheila,
Right.
which has more bullets than anything.
I could just stand behind your wall.
That's true. The English version only came out in Europe?
Wait for Dynasty Warriors Reborn.
Yeah, that's crazy. I see. Carell knows all these things.
Then again, Gundam Breaker 3 only came out in like Asia. It was in English, but it only came out in Asia.
That's really, really strange.
And Breaker 3 is probably like the best one out of all of them. They got me that as like a birthday gift.
Hey guys, do you remember Gundam Evo? Not to rub salt in any wounds, but how many years ago did that? Did that come out 2 years ago?
That was like 2-3 years ago.
Was it?
I was still living in Queens.
Oh, man. That was something.
Choice.
That's just the definition of that, like, decisions were made. That was crazy. I'm just thinking about it now, like, of all the gaming decisions that has been made in the Gundam franchise, that is, as they say, the decision of all time.
In general, an IP like Gundam is just so hard to balance game-wise if you're mixing like
Yeah.
anything.
Like, you can't...
Even if it's just one series, you just can't balance it well.
That's why I think that the card game is honestly has the best shot, because like if you look at the competitive integrity of like other TCGs, like, you know, Magic the Gathering is putting out an Office collaboration. Like, if you can, they have managed to successfully incorporate so many different things without like destroying the competitive integrity of their ecosystem, that like Bandai can do it with Gundam as long as they play their cards right. I didn't mean to make that joke.
Like a tabletop game, it's so hard to balance, which I don't blame them for like, releasing the game after the minis are out.
Yes.
Because it's like, how do you balance something like Moonlight Butterfly against?
Right. There are some things where, like, you know, the people who are talking about power scaling and could
Powers Infinity plus one actually.
yeah, could my Soulsborne protagonist beat Goku in a fight? Like, if you're talking about stuff like that, there's always gonna be people who aren't happy with the balancing, but like, it can still work. But that's why, like, I feel like if you want Gundam tabletop, uh, BattleTech is right there. I remember Mech Warrior. There's a card place in Paramus?
What?
Where's the card place in Paramus?
Sounds like a lie.
That's like, it's like 7 minutes away from here. Sure. The cutting mat is currently covered in nubs, though, so I cannot apply new stickers at this time. I wonder what the thing that will take me the second longest on this is, because the first longest is very much the inside of the binders. That took me forever. Outside of the binders, not so bad.
I don't think anything else has like quite as many gimmicks.
I have a feeling the shoulders is going to take me a little longer than I expect, and probably the legs, because the legs have some really, really cool armor layering gimmicks going on. And the Paramus Park Mall. That
sounds.
no. Is there no not Garden State? The Paramus Park Mall. Is that where that place used to be? Like there used to be a sports collectible place like way down at the end. And it seemed to be kind of on its last legs, and it was kind of prime location for a trading card place. I wonder what it's called.
I do vaguely remember like a very empty trading card place that also had a back room for tabletop, and like the front display just has a like a size RX-78.
Hmm. Yeah, because there was that mall, like, if you go at a time, well, I mean, it's kind of always empty at this point. I think that it's kind of been fighting the Garden State, but I like that mall. Lauren used to work there.
Where?
There used to be a Books A Million upstairs, second floor. She worked there. These are so cool. This is like the little flare here. That's so nice. Sorry, I know it's getting washed out in the light. Oh wait, didn't do this. Better or worse? Kind of orange. That didn't really do very much. Stu Leonard's is a wild ride. When I go to Stu Leonard's, I feel like I'm hallucinating for the entire time. The things on the swings that are going crazy.
Oh my god, I should have taken Machine 56 to Stu Leonard's.
Oh, I don't know if they would have survived.
Take one look at those avocados and run for your life.
You know what time it is?
Hey, Dad.
I mean, yeah, it is train time. Sticker time.
Wait, we got a sample for Yugi and no one told me.
What? Oh, I think I might have done my usual thing where I run the samples in here as fast as possible.
The thing is, I saw like the Goku and the other Gundam Universe samples, but the Yugi was just underneath my desk. Very good idea to just run them in here before anything else happens.
Yep. I want to play Apex, but I can't. That's not work related. It's just being. And
Just tell you to play Apex.
Junis.
Which June?
June that was here last week.
Oh, okay.
We have multiple Junes.
There's so many Junes.
Yeah, we have the young one. We have the Japan one. But
The other Japan one.
yeah, the first one. Yeah, but I have a Gundam Planet gamer tag, but in order like I would not play Apex unranked. It is impossible. Apex with randoms is undoable with the way that just like, oh, one of them's the jump master. They fly into directly into the city. They don't get a gun. They get killed and they quit. And it's like, well, why am I even playing this game?
Wait, are jump masters even still a thing?
Yes, the jump masters are still a thing in pubs. So like, I would have to play ranked, but since I play on my main, like when I switch to the Gundam Planet account, it looks like I'm smurfing. Like, and then people get mad. Like, I get hate messages when if you 1v3 an engagement and then like go on with your life, the person you kill messages you like, oh, cool, I bet you feel cool, and it's like, I'm just trying to play the game. Like, no, I don't. I'm working.
I shot you with tears in my eyes.
Yeah, I
Just
didn't.
imagine the Wesley Snipes gif.
Let's see. I'm gonna do this again. Every time I do this in my head, it's the careful SpongeBob. Careful SpongeBob. I can get a chance to go back and check the ASMR from last stream. Stupid. And why is it twisting off the knife? Ah! Okay. Shut up. This looks a little off center, and I don't know if I should. Is that gonna bother me? I will never forget about it.
Bolt upright at 3 a.m. No!
Oh,
I just had to back Sarah off from screaming.
she's allowed to.
Oh.
You know, I took the sticker off to straighten it. It curled on me. Now it's worse than before. Now it's off centered the other way. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, I did it. I did it. Look, I did it. It's centered now. I've redeemed myself. If you're getting stream sniped, you need to be putting your thing on like a 25-second delay.
That's also just the nature of being a grandmaster.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. If I was if I was like ranked a pred in Apex, I would, you know, take more precautions. We are but lowly diamond players. Because can't not be. It's one of those things where like a couple seasons we're like, man, if we had played more than 3 nights a week, we could easily hit masters.
Yeah, three really is our max.
Yeah.
Like we cannot feasibly play more than that.
Yeah. Between like extracurriculars, building model kits for work.
I don't trust anyone to outsource building model kits.
No. Yeah. Remember when our coworker tried to build the Zoc?
Broke it on the first step.
Amazing. Where's the edge of this sticker? What the? Is this sticker not cut all the way through? I'm not a huge fan of red stickers on blue plastic. I think it looks a little strange. Because then the film around it really becomes visible. Wow, there are less stickers on these than I thought there would be. Yeah. Nope. There's one I didn't see before. I love cool markings that have like lines. Like those little dots, I don't really care for those, but the cool markings with lines, I'm like, oh yeah. Show you what I'm talking about right when I put this down.
What's your favorite decal?
Oh, that's tough. Favorite decal? I love the dry transfer shoulder decals on the Cubily Master Grades.
Oh yeah,
the Peru and Peru 2.
Yeah.
But like
they're so elegant.
Yeah. I love this circle. Like that's such a cool half circle. Great stuff.
Mine is the cut in half Gundam system decals on the XS.
Oh yeah, the one that's like offset.
Yeah, because it's on that like shifting part on the shoulder.
Yeah.
So you, like slide it. It looks so cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, these Zero System decals kind of give that a run for the money. I wish they were bigger. That is one thing, like, this is a very realistic look. Well, I can't even say realistic. You know, I guess I'll just stick with that. It's like a more grounded version of the Wing Zero, but, like, I think it would be so cool if there was, like, a big decal across the shield or something, kind of like on the Verka wing. I think that big, like, offset decals are awesome. Like a Tasha Wrap Your Gundam. Here's a weird thing I never really think about. Like, I guess they're setting up decals in the way it best fits on the sheet. It would be kind of cool if they set up decals in the correct orientation for when you put them on the model kit.
Oh.
If it was just like, yep, this one's upright, so it's going to be upright. Like this.
Sideways.
Right, like I just flipped that around so that I could get it the right way. Once again, because I don't have a music graphic, I would like to bring attention to the music, which is actual music by actual musicians. This is the instrumental album, It Was Always Going to Be Like This, by the band Thrill Chaser, based out of, I believe, New Hampshire. It's somewhere in New England. They're very nice. Talked to them because we made a post about their album artwork, and it kind of blew up a little bit because it had a Gundam on it.
Still need to make that Gundam. It's like an amalgamation.
It's.
Like 5 different ones.
I will say, like, credit to them for their music. The Gundam is not the best Gundam I've ever seen. It was like, it was the 3.0 with the 7 swords sword and like the GPO-1 backpack and a couple other.
Can you imagine them modeling that, like whoever their album art guy is, just like getting a bunch of different, I assume, leather models and just kind of kit bashing his own Gundam.
Yeah, truly real life Gundam Breaker. Lauren said she was going to build her own one of these. I'm half expecting to come home from hockey and just have mine be done. I didn't feel like doing the backpack, so you did it for me. No.
God damn it!
Gundam stickers were not always this nice. Let's yeah, oh boy. It's not, we don't, yep. Would you like to build Gundam The End?
Oh god.
Remember those stickers?
I
Remember the stickers on,
at home.
remember the stickers on Cubily Papillon? Papillon? Mustang ass model kit name. That's a little high. Nope. Okay. These look so much cleaner on the white. I love how that, the gray is a little cloudy, white looks fine, blue, not a huge fan of that.
I don't know why this just like particularly hit me, but talking about
Good
back
love.
in the day, and we were just talking about like stickers not being as good. They really expected us to just figure out the stickers being in friggin' katakana on the sticker sheets.
Yeah,
And that was just like a challenge in object recognition. Like, can you recognize this symbol?
I forgot about
Apply
that.
it here.
They literally were all in katakana. I just
Yeah.
thought they were fun symbols.
Great.
I was like,
Oh, that's a weird little like sideways L with another line going through it.
Yeah.
And now I know it's
yeah, yeah, exactly.
You're ahead of the curve.
I was like, that one's square. That one's easy.
Oh, you mean roll?
Oh yeah. Sticker sheet square. I guess this is gonna be. This will be my right binder because I'm gonna put the Zero System decal on here. Cannot screw it up. Make sure this is perfect.
Oh my god, sticker is just a weird looking eye.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is nerve-wracking, and I'm trying to include the class in it.
No pressure.
Shut up. I think that's straight. This decal is really cool.
I hate to see
This-
this Zero System.
This could be a tattoo. It's just it's a little washed out on the camera.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because it has the binders on it.
Oh, that's really good.
And I love that's awesome. Oh my god, it's in bird mode. That's why. It actually is in bird mode.
Those
on
are
there.
the wings spread out, right?
Oh, it's so cool.
That would be a good like right here, like under the collarbone, like.
That's crazy. Wow. Maybe I'll get that.
Yeah,
That-
more tattoo
I was
artists.
gonna say that means Lauren can't get it if I get it first. It's mine.
Now look at it. It's on me already.
Wrong. Okay. No, I'm just in sticker speed mode. I didn't screw up the decal. Should be pointing at the camera, not at my screen. So that's that. No decal on the other side. Cool. Some of these, it's weird. Some of these stickers, like, that there are 10 of, you only need to use 8, and they're giving you 2 extra just to be nice, like, in case you lose one or you want to put it. Others, it's like, they give you 10, and you need to use all 10. And they're like, if you lost that one, that's your fault, idiot. I wonder what the distinction is. No. Hate when the corner gets stuck down a little before you're ready, and then it's like, nope, too far. This is the part of the model where, like, I'm good at multitasking and, like, talking and building at the same time, as long as you don't count the times that I put the thing together wrong 3 different times on these 2 streams. But like stickers, man, it's really hard for me to, like, talk or think or do anything else while I'm putting these stickers down.
Do you have decals?
No. I use the edge of a knife like a crazy person.
I have.
But also I don't want to use tweezers on stickers. I just stick it to the edge of my knife and then place it. I use decal tweezers for decals. Oh, that's off center. Come on, G, rework. Where are my decals at? Now that I think about it, they didn't do decals for the Proto Zero either. Also, they've only done the Proto Zero. They've never actually done Wing Zero TV proper master grade. I wonder if they ever have any plans to do that.
Take a picture of the menu at Wingstop, and it was just every single high grade, master grade, and real grade.
That's a good. It is crazy how like the Wing real grade. There's so many Wing real grades. There's the Wing EW and the Wing Zero custom use most of the same construction, I believe. Wing TV is completely unique. And then this is completely unique. Meanwhile, Force Impulse has two real grades that are the exact same thing.
It's weird the box is slightly bigger on one.
Why did they do that?
And they have not changed it since there's no new item in it, there's nothing in it. It's all the same runners.
That was a really weird choice.
It's also the same company that decided to re-release all of the builder's parts in branded packaging, even though the old ones were still circulating everywhere.
Yeah. I think the weirdest thing, well, okay, not the weirdest thing, but the fact that SDEX Standard Barbados got announced as a brand new item for next April. Like, it's a new release on the Bandai Hobby portal, and it says like new release, EX. Like you're just lying to us now. Are you hoping we didn't notice it on our shelves in our warehouse? It wasn't even like updated with new packaging or like new gimmicks included. It's just like it's the one you got. Please enjoy. All right. Wing binder's done. Now, is the backpack part of the torso? No. I'll just finish the back. F1. I'm getting better. Getting better recognizing the runners. What do you guys call these things? Do you call these things runners, trees, sprues? What are some other words? I don't know what other words for these things are. Oh, I've heard people call them trays and plates. I don't love that.
Trays?
Yeah, I've heard them called trays. It was missing a tray.
That's not a real term. That's the name of a guy from Gundam. Wing.
Oh. Trays.
Renata. We're smoking that Trey's kush.
Oh my god.
That would market well to specifically the tiniest demographic of Cartoon Network era stoners that actually paid attention to Gundam Wing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. I don't know if that one will take off. Let's get Bandai on the line and see what they think about it. Hey, we have a cross promotional proposition for you, Bandai. You know, the Apothecarium and Lodi? Yeah, I think that there's an investment opportunity.
Never mind that it's highly illegal in your country.
That would be insane.
I'll always remember the fake Kojima tweet about him meeting Troy Baker being like, very cool guy, sold me some weed. Could be real. I don't know.
It could be. You never know.
Sold me some weed. Very hard to get in Japan. What?
Thanks, Troy.
His name is Higgs.
No. Eggs. I hate when I have to cut out the same piece twice from two different runners. And I gotta find it on both runners. Like, I wish they were just both on the same runner if they're the same piece. I understand that that is not a reasonable complaint. Should we play Phantom Crash tomorrow? Is there couch co-op on Phantom Crash?
There's versus. And you can really stop really quick because you can just load in the ones that you use for campaign.
Oh. Was that Xbox Live compatible? Did Xbox Live exist in that? No, it didn't.
It feels like a game that should have been built for online and wasn't. Because I think every day about how fun a pop-in, pop-out battle arena game like that would be for custom mix. But also, it would get so scuffed so quick, just people finding the sweatiest builds.
Oh, it would be a
Oh
disaster.
my god.
That's the problem with any element of customization. Like, if you want it to be competitively viable, like the balancing that needs to go into it is such a headache. And if you just want it to be fun nonsense, it's not going to be fun because people who just want to win are going to just do the most busted, overpowered stuff from the jump.
Which I do appreciate that they have the foresight to keep 15, 20 seconds
Yes.
and you can immediately choose to go invisible.
Yeah.
The cloak in that game is nuts.
I have that, like, right here. Let's see. Phantom Crash. It has 1 to 4 players. It has memory unit number blocks. It has custom soundtracks. Wait, it doesn't have custom soundtracks. It has in-game Dolby Digital. You cannot system link. You cannot HD TV. And you can't other twice. Not a lot of features on this.
Yeah, they put all of their
You can't other twice is really...
they put all of their love and everything else into another little known game called Tokyo Extreme Battle.
I was gonna... If Tokyo Extreme Racer goes well... Oh, I forgot. There's a character named Mona Lisa.
Yeah, she was Vocaloid before Vocaloid was a thing. She was VTubers before VTubers was a thing.
So the characters are Mona Lisa, Roy, Shinku, Atsoru, Atsuro,
her AI Blue,
Screw, and Milch.
Screw and his AI companion Ty.
But they have DJ Joker, Pepper, and Canned at TK23. Where does the name Milch come in here?
Milch. I forget her.
I forget Milch?
Oh, the Gearhead one. 12-year-old.
Milch is canceled. Well, no. So we got that. And then we got MechAssault 2 Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf was really good.
Featuring 2 exclusive multiplayer maps, never before seen footage with 64 Tech TV Productions, interview with the creators, and please tell me they have... Okay, they don't have that. Or it was 2 discs.
Oh my god.
Oh
my receipt
god,
is
I
still
have the
in there?
receipt.
Is that EB Games?
This is EB Games from Walmart Plaza. December 29th, 2004. This is in amazing
That's
condition.
pristine.
That is crazy. Oh, this manual's in full color. This is awesome.
It spoiled us. This
What?
was Blinks.
The Master of Time and Space. Project Gotham Racing. Okay, we're a little off track here, but that's
This is
okay.
the one where you could get out of your mech too.
Yes, and you were in that stupid little suit,
Yeah.
and you run around and you do the quick time event. Multiplayer was just jumping out of your mech and jumping onto other people's mech and doing a quick time event, and then popping them out of their mech. That was
Oh
so
my God,
fun.
You know what would be fun?
No.
If we could somehow link up two machines and play Lost Planet 2.
Oh. Lost Planet 2 was really fun. With the stupid emotes that you could do.
And if you got like the PlayStation edition, you could just get the Rathalos armor set.
Oh, that's cool. Remember how disappointing Lost Planet 3 was?
If I had a nickel for every time a beloved game franchise of mine
Went one game too long.
went one game too long in a weird snowy planet and just like completely shot themselves in the foot, I'd have 2 nickels.
Yep.
Dead Space 3.
That was so weird. They were like, you know what? Co-op is what this game needs. And it's like,
They
is
were
it?
also like the same year too.
Yeah.
Like Dead Space 3 and Lost Planet 3, and both were set in snow worlds and then killed the franchise. Probably.
Yeah.
But we need to show off our Blizzard effects.
Yeah, was it just like, oh, look, there's footsteps in the snow? You know I'm back at it. I'm about to finish the backpack, and then I will have concluded my necessary steps of weapons and accessories first. It's one of those things where, like, I would just take this home and finish it, but then I can't stream it. You can't. It's like you can't have your cake and eat it too. You cannot stream. I mean, you can't build at home and stream at work. I still haven't finished that grande scale Gurai that I started one step of on stream 2 months ago.
Yeah, I still haven't finished Open Faith.
You haven't finished Open Faith?
I built the laser lance and all the weapons, and then I built the torso, and then I'm like, I have other things I need to finish right now.
You know what we need to make? We need to make Lauren. This joke, credit to Lauren. Open Faith sandwich.
I swear to God, it was a mistranslation.
But the logo has faces.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you're right.
supposed to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
open
yeah.
face.
Yeah, you're right.
Also, it's probably a
Or do you think it's?
Japanese double meaning.
I was gonna say it has to be a pun or like a double meaning or something.
He has faith in Archibus, but also he's
Open.
face dickhead.
He's open to other. I don't know. I love how they just made him the nasaliest person ever. The first time his voice comes on, it's like, gee, I wonder if I'm supposed to like this guy. They were a little heavy-handed there. Like, they made, like, Chris Hackney just being, like, the coolest, chillest guy ever. He shows up and he's like, hey, you're pretty cool. I'm cool, too. Anyway, see ya. Anyway, we're war buddies. And it's like, okay, that's the coolest guy ever. And then Snail shows up and he's like, we're just gonna put you killing the ice worm by yourself, okay?
And we're taking the credit for it.
Yeah.
Also, you're worse than a hound.
Yeah.
You're barman.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Guy sucks.
And then Michigan on the other side.
Oh,
being,
Michigan's-
like, the coolest dude ever.
Michigan reminds me of like what every gym teacher thinks
You're
they
so
are.
right.
Like going out on the battlefield of the dodgeball court.
Listen up, ladies.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going on a field trip to the dodgeball court.
Then Iguazu's just like, meh. Why am I supposed to put the... Maybe I can't do this first. I'm gonna try it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, and if it's not fine, I have a part separator for that. What is going on over there? What is this?
That's the SV hanger theme in Phantom Crash 2.
Oh.
I'm just seeing
I keep forgetting there was a Phantom Crash too.
Yeah, because it's called Steel Wings or Really International.
That's a name.
I'm just seeing what songs are 3 minutes long, so I can
Okay. I don't think that'll work.
I don't think we're allowed to.
That would... It is an option. You guys are getting a behind-the-scenes look into the video production process here, where we need to have we don't monetize any of our videos because like why bother, but like it's still considered commercial use because we are a company.
Also, Phantom Crash is such an unheard of game, and Yankee probably doesn't even care about it anymore. And also, half the bands in that game are probably just now.
Or they'd be like, oh my god, it's really cool that our music's in a video. Jeremy, how do you do these without manuals? Inquiring minds want to know how you do these without manuals.
Object recognition.
Object recognition, there you go. So you really think that if I plop down an RG Wing Zero in front of you, you'd be able to do it without a manual?
Probably.
Okay.
If you clipped out every single piece and just left it there with me, yeah, probably.
Okay.
When I was doing like PG commissions, I didn't want to like snap fit at first, so I genuinely just cut everything out while reading the manual and separating them by color. And then after I had painted everything, I had read that manual so many times that I was like, all right, this one here, this one here, this one here.
Wow.
It's assembled. Here you go. That would be a grand, please.
I don't see why I can't just put this on after the fact. I'm like psyching myself out looking at the manual like I'm in trouble. They're gonna be mad that I did that.
I have one Phantom Crash song that is reliably 3 minutes long, but I use it way too much.
Wonder if anyone would recognize it.
It has, like,
I mean the people I know people recognize like, oh yeah, Phantom Crash. Like we get that comment, but I don't know if people would be like, hey, it's the same song. I can't stand when the pieces are tiny and the gates are like, oh my gosh, why is this gate so huge?
if you try to cut the gates in order of, like, thickness,
Well, what if they're all the same?
it usually isn't. There have been times where I leave the thinnest one for the end, and the entire piece is hanging off, and then it's stress hard.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Have you filmed all the footage you need for that video?
Yeah.
Okay. Think we're gonna take that camera to hockey tonight? That reminds me. Sorry, everyone. Not trying to be unprofessional. We're always connected. We're always too connected. Remember when you used to be able to go home and then work wouldn't be able to bother you? No longer. I'm just kidding. That was never... Not in my lifespan. That's not been a thing. I wish there was a way, like, this is some, like, Bandai engineering is so incredible, but sometimes I just, like, why is the piece this big? Like, literally smaller than the head of the knife. Have to be attached to the gate in 3 places. Why isn't, like, I don't know why they haven't gotten it to the point where, like, it could just be one attachment on a part that won't be visible. Might have to do with the shape, might have to do with layering, like, I'm not sure, but that would be such a huge quality of life improvement. Oh, is this an action-based port? Oh, that's clever. Wow. Okay. Time for more stickers. Can't escape it. Oh, I think there's only one sticker. Still can't escape it. What? See, this is also interesting, is that they have numbers here that are all in the hollowed out circle, and they have different numbers over here for the ones that feature any kind of metallic detail. So, like, I can even see that number 9 over here had these 2 little metal parts, and I was like, that's not number 9, why is that over here? It's interesting that they do that. I don't know why they wouldn't just do all the numbers in order. I'm gonna do it up here so it's on camera. Nope. Nice and centered. Fresh. And now the backpack is done. Oh, oh yeah. Wow. Wow. You can do one of these. These are so cool. This is now this is a model kit. I'm curious how well these will stay fitted. Like, I guess that that's fine. Like, I just don't know if this is gonna swivel loose. Oof. Dynamic. It does kind of like you understand like how it gives the appearance of angel wings when you look at this design. That's so cool. Wing Zero, my beloved. Remember that old high grade 160th? Someone recently asked us if we could restock that for them. And I was like, buddy.
Oh, you're funny.
I wish. Hmm. 7:30. Should I be responsible and do some warehouse work, or should I start the torso? It's crazy. Like, it's not exactly half the manual, but like this is the halfway point of the manual. I mean, obviously some of this has to be dedicated to the transformation gimmick, which is sizable. Maybe do the legs first? What? Has any bottle kit ever had you do the legs first?
Some of them.
It goes legs, waist, torso. Oh, so they're having you build it up from the ground. I've never seen that before.
If I remember right, there's a couple of Xeon model kits
start a couple steps of the torso. Gotta get E, E, E. I don't think I said it this stream. I think I need to say it every stream. If anyone has any, like, obviously I'm building the Wing Zero. Didn't Epion do that? Ah, you weren't here yesterday when I said that I hadn't built Epion yet, and I was like, why haven't I built Epion yet? And we went back through the timeline of our brains and realized that it was during my honeymoon that we got that. So I could not build. Well, I could have built it, but it was not the first thing on my mind. The decompression period after planning and planning and throwing a wedding, you kind of want to just sit down and turn your brain off. But also, I know that I'm building the wing, and it's a wing-centric kind of thing, and build model kits, but anyone is welcome to ask any questions they might have about the business or otherwise, and about our business, about any pre-orders we have, about any, like, obviously I can't, like, pull up customer service right now, but I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Like, I'm very involved in operations, so if you have questions about, like, when products are coming, when things will be available, I can look into that. We just put up a Tamagotchi Uni, or is it Uni? I don't know how it's pronounced, but the Tamagotchi UNI is in stock now for the first time in a while. Tamagotchi people are very excited about that, so make sure to let any Tamagotchi fans know. Otherwise, I'm just filling the air with whatever syllables come to mind. Lauren always says talking is my sport. English major. Someone in here recognized the William Carlos Williams reference, so that's a huge win for the English majors crowd. I should send that clip to the head of the English department that I still talk to. Andy, look at this clip. Look at this clip. Show this to Great Ideas in Castleton curriculum. Tomorrow's Friday. Finally, a weekend coming up. I work on Saturday, so it doesn't count. That's another reason I'm letting myself stream 2 days this week, because I'm working 6 days. So I'm feeling.
So you guys on this Saturday?
Yes, we are on this Saturday. So if anyone stops by Saturday, honestly, I'll probably be building this at the register. No, Lauren will be at the register. Lauren can be building this at the register. I'll just be the blur that you see running by with a stack of boxes headed for the seed section to restock. Oh my god, yeah. I have some questions. I see you're using the Nipper 2.0 to cut parts out of Gabriel, also using the God Hands. So, this is a great question. I love the Nipper 2.0, but I am not going to lie and tell anyone that the quality is better than God Hand. But the reason that I like it is because it's heavier, it's a little more durable. I don't think the camera will pick it up. Oh, it actually does. You can see how much narrower the God Hand blades are. That's actually a really good side-by-side. So, like, you can see they taper off earlier, and they're very, very sharp. So they are more delicate. But this is, since it's a little bit thicker, you can be a little bit rougher with it. I wouldn't suggest that. You still should, like, store it in low humidity, put the cap on between uses, be careful not to drop it. But you can deal with thicker gates a little bit better. with these specifically. You can't cut the runner with these, like, anywhere. You have to... I don't cut pieces off the runner with the God Hand, because that makes the blades get dull. So what I'm always doing is that when I'm cutting off the runner, I start once farther away, like up here, with one pair of nippers, and it doesn't need to be the 2.0. It can be any basic pair of nippers. So you do the first cut, and then once the piece is off, then you cut away the excess with the God Hand, and it gives you such a smooth cut that the cleanup is minimal after that. Let me see. I'll move on to cutting out a piece so I can show you. Let's see. $33. Okay, so when I'm cutting it out, I'm always starting... It's a weird angle. So a little bit farther away from the piece. So that I'm not stressing the plastic. Sorry for that weird mic hit. And then once the piece is out, you'll be able to see these tiny, tiny little nubs sticking out. The God Hand is the best nipper on the planet for this. Like these tiny, tiny little removals. And there's basically no discoloration from that. And then after that, you just clean it up. So they are good for different things. The God Hand is the best that you can ever get. But at the same time, if you don't want to spend $60 on God Hands, you can just cut a little bit farther away and then just use a hobby knife to clean it up, because you can essentially get the same kind of finish, but it is a little bit more work to do it without the God Hands. So it's a matter of convenience. If you think the clean nub removal is worth the $60, or you have the $60 to spare and you kind of want to see what it's about, go for it. But you don't need it, especially if you have the 2.0. The 2.0 are perfectly adequate second cut nippers. You could use like a Bandai entry nipper as your first cut, and then the 2.0 is the second cut. Oh yeah, Corell, your speed builds are crazy though. You do like...
He's faster than me.
You build so fast. I don't know how you build that fast. Were you using God Hands to cut them off the runners though? Because that is the thing that I'm not sure how well they withstand that, because I never do that.
I do that.
Crazy people. And as for the classes, unfortunately, we are done with classes for the year, just because like Saturdays are our craziest day, and also it's the holidays, and people are coming and going. The guy who usually teaches our class has a bunch of things to do over the weekends, so we are accepting signups for the second half of January and February. That's going to be when the classes start again. And that covers everything. You go through the basics of like clean straight builds, and then priming, painting, finishing, a little bit of everything. It's a cool little program. I hate big gate marks on a like round piece. Makes me crazy. I mean, well, I hope you're recovering, but also you speed building at 40% speed is like us speed building at 300% speed. I've never seen someone finish an entire Frame Arms Girl in a single build event before. Those model kits are not easy. They're very involved. Those are exhausting. Every time I see one, then I'm like, oh, I really like the look of this. Then I'm like, dude, I want to build it. No, I am not teaching them. That is, I think that would be 1 to 3 too many responsibilities for me if I had to worry about that. I taught 2 at Otakon this year, and that was a lot. And Otakon was this fiscal quarter.
Oh, that hurts.
What?
That really hurts to think about. Oh, God. That con was last.
Was not that long ago. What the heck is this telling me?
Yeah.
So, this, right? Like, what am I looking at here? Oh, I see. Oh, all it took was me holding it up to the camera. There we go. Those red lines were not really telling me what I needed to think about. The way this goes together is so cool. Feels like I'm discovering the model as I go. It's like a Zoid, except for way more fun to build because it's easier. Zoids sometimes feel like the model kit is fighting against you. The engineering is so cool, but hope you'll like doing the same thing 4 times because it's shaped like a cat. Every once in a while I get to a part and I'm like, this makes me nervous. This feels like something that we would get a customer email about, like, I was building the real grade and I broke it. Yeah, aren't you supposed to leave, like, how? Yeah, why? I can help with something. Oh, okay. Hold on, give me 1 second. We're gonna mute the mic for a second. We need to talk about customer service. All right, we're back. So, this raises something I'd like to discuss with all half dozen of you here. If there is a warning sticker on the item that you purchase, like for example, like warning, this is toxic chemicals, or warning, choking hazard, anywhere on the box, anywhere whatsoever, we didn't do that. We have no control over that. The thing that we were shocked, we got the Mach 5 from Speed Racer, and it's like a $500 figure. It's crazy. It's a Chogokin from Bandai, so it's like a very, very high quality diecast collectible. On the front window of the box, they slammed this warning sticker that is literally it's like 10 inches by 4 inches. It is the biggest warning sticker I've ever seen on anything, and people are now mad at us that it came with that warning sticker. We had nothing to do with that. We never have anything to do with that. If we had the opportunity to see that in advance, we would have been like, no, 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 no. We would have told them 100 times no. But we don't get that opportunity. We don't have a say in that. That's all the manufacturers. That's all the licensors. That's all them deciding that they would rather be like super, super careful about warning labels than the collectible integrity, because they're hoping, like, you take it out of the box and play with it. But it's not us. And if you're going to yell at our customer service workers over it, I don't know what you want us to do. It's not us. We would never want that. So after this, I will be assisting in responding to some very, very angry customers because my customer service manager is a saint and does not deserve to have to do all of this herself. So it's getting to be that time of year where we have to take shifts on customer service emails, because if one of us does it by ourselves, we will go out of our minds. That sticker is the funniest thing. Like, sir, you would be surprised at the amount of things that people think we have control over, or we have say over, or like any business really. Like, it doesn't matter how, like, the people who have pull are like Amazon, Target, Barnes and Nobles, Walmart. Like, they are the ones who can twist Bandai's arm into doing something. They're the reason that those plastic bands that used to be on all the model kits, those are there because Target and Walmart were like, anti-fraud measures. Like, we need anti-fraud, or not anti-fraud, anti-theft, to make sure people aren't just like running out of our store with the runners. We need to make sure that they can't be opening the box while they're still in the store. So Bandai was like, okay, we'll put the plastic over it for you guys. But like, if we ask for that, never. And no independent business has that kind of sway to change Bandai's operations in that manner. I'm just I'm imagining what this person thinks we do here. Like, do we get the warning sticker in one box and we get the product in another, and we sit there like, oh, how can we put this on in the meanest way possible? I'm gonna make these collectors so mad. Is the stream title on here Getting Started on the Wing Zero or Keep on Keepin' on Wing Zero? Because I changed it. The chat is showing one thing and all the rest of my interface is showing another thing. I'm still trying to, we're still trying to get our arms around this whole streaming thing. It's kind of intuitive, but not the most intuitive thing. We'll just continue making incremental improvements as time goes on. Today's improvement was the chat window. So, yay. I would like to take an opportunity to appeal to everyone's humanity. because like I want you to imagine like the angriest message you've ever gotten from someone, and like how like the emotional response and the physical response that you get when you're reading words that are genuinely hostile, or like, you know, you can tell this person is not doing well and is taking it out on you, the recipient. And it's like it's not great. So like, no matter how mad you are at a business, like an independent business, I know that corporations are different. They operate in like different ways with different, you know, sometimes humans don't even read your messages, but with an independent business, like, imagine that the words that you send, no matter how mad you are, the carrier screwed up your box or something else, like, you know, there's a big sticker on the front of your Mach 5, a human has to read that email and then receive and then like internalize it and respond to it. And it's our job, and obviously we know it's not a personal attack because you're mad at the business, you're not mad at the person, but a person still has to go through that. So, you know, person A received Mach 5 with giant sticker on the box, absolutely unloads in an email to the business that they bought it from, and then my customer service manager reads that and then has to figure out a way to professionally reply in a way that will address all your concerns, but then also has to notify me that that's going on, and then I have to know that's going on, and then I have to go into that message knowing how angry that person's going to be. So it's just like this big chain of putting humans through that emotional response of having to read how angry someone is about something. And like, before, I think that it's up to all of us to be aware that like, before we go off the rails about something, like sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes there is something that is so important that you really need to get your point across, that this is a hill I'm going to die on. Like sometimes it's that important, and just remember what you're putting the other person through and make sure it's worth it. And we all need to be aware of that as a collective. And I think that will go a long way towards like, if everyone's just aware in that way, humanity is one step closer to enlightenment, in my opinion. Just make sure you're not unnecessarily putting anyone through the ringer. That's what I hope everyone takes away from this stream about the plastic robot that I'm building. We're all in this together. And sometimes Bandai puts a big sticker on the front of your diecast car, and there's nothing anyone can do about it, except whoever made that decision. And who knows, maybe the person who made that decision to put the big sticker on the front of the diecast car was getting absolutely hammered by legal. We don't know if, like, someone previously accidentally swallowed a metal piece and they got sued for 1 trillion yen or something, or and they're trying to make sure that they don't get hammered by legal for making the same mistake that got his predecessor fired. Something like that. Like, you never know what has led to these decisions. You can't assume, and you can't make it someone else's problem. Let's all understand each other. Everyone's going through something, am I right? That's being alive. Let's not make it any harder on each other. It's like the opposite of nihilist Arby's. We could be like, positive for humanity, Gundam Planet. What's the opposite of nihilism? The tone is very hard to reconcile. Like, but it is, and like, the good thing about email is that, especially with a staff full of English majors, we all kind of know how to disarm a situation, and like, okay, we're gonna measure our words, we're gonna, you know, use certain punctuation, we're gonna, you know, first off, we completely understand, like, that kind of thing. In person, it's so much harder because, like, the adrenaline response of like someone's yelling at me. It's really hard to regulate. And if you're not trained in it and it's not something that you usually have to do, it can hit you like a truck. So like we're lucky that a vast majority of these times happen over email, but sometimes you do have to go gather yourself and get ready for someone who is screaming. And that is not fun. Because then it's up to, you know, as the professional, people love to hit with like, well, it's your job. Like, yes, okay. As the professional, it's all the onus always falls on the staff worker to bring it back. Like the person who's mad is never expected to bring it back. It's the job of the professional to go out there and like, yes, I understand. It's really hard sometimes. So make sure when you're putting someone through that to have empathy. Like you said. Oh no, is that a piece I didn't trim? And that's what, like, I like doing these streams, and I hope to do them a little bit more, because, like, I have been working in this company for 12 years. Like, that's not a span of time that anyone else in this industry can say they've been working in an industry, let alone in a customer service, customer-facing capacity on so many levels. Like, I work the showroom, I work the emails, I'm managing social media, getting the DMs, getting all that. So, like, I love sharing perspective with people who might never... You know, they might think that hobby shops run a certain way. Like, I can tell you if you're right or not. It's really fun. Like, I really like the opportunity to engage with people in a more casual setting where they don't feel like, oh, that's just that's just the customer service worker doing customer service things. I like being able to engage with you guys as, you know, on more of a peer-to-peer level. Share the struggle. Now, I have 2 minutes, and I'm going to cut this off. I made good progress here, I feel. I know that I'm not speed building on the level of Corel. No one can speed build on the level of Corel, but we also need to strive for greatness. So, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. Friday's usually pretty busy around here, getting ready for the weekend. Maybe I just stick Jeremy in the chair and say, Phantom Crash time. You need to go play Phantom Crash. But I guess this is where I need to be the classic guy who says, if you want to make sure to sign up for notifications when we go live, follow our YouTube channel, you'll get push notifications when we go live, and you can just jump on whenever you want. You kind of understand the tone now. Maybe there'll be an even new improvement on here next time, other than the great chat window that I've figured out. But again, that's it for me, and thank you guys for watching and spending some time with us. I look forward to more sessions like this where we can talk about the importance of empathy.